Hey guys, it's Jayla. Welcome back. I'm here today to do my update for the Tiny Pans Project Pan. This is a Pantastic Ladies collab project, and it is basically a pan that palette. I'm going to leave the name of the awesome person who created the theme for this project because this theme is amazing. I mean, obviously the kind of the dumpster fire that we had from 2020, having a theme for a pan that palette for 2021 that was a little bit more manageable, I think was a fantastic idea. So for this year, the theme is tiny pans or panning palettes that have small pans. It could be small in size, could be small in the amount of product. I chose the Lorac Pro 3 palette for my pan that palette. I'll throw up a picture real quick of where I was last month. And here is where I am now. Look at all that pan. So, yeah. Lots of changes. Lots of changes. I'm kind of like, I don't even know where to start. So, I quickly hit pan on several of these items. Let me see if I can get this straight. Let's see. Okay, so Blanc, I have hit pan on significantly from setting my eye primer. So I've been using a very dense brush to get in there because it's kind of a tightly packed shadow, and I have to use a densely packed brush to get in there to set my eye primer with that. Once I'm done with that shadow, I will move to, what shadow is this? Canvas. I'll move to Canvas. Although there is a pretty big dip going in Canvas too, and I feel like I'm very close to hitting pan in that. Pink Nude. I am actually surprised at how big this pan is in Pink Nude because I was thinking I wasn't going to use it until the summer to set my eye primer, but I've been using it to kind of have as a base shadow before I go in with a crease shade, because it helps prevent skipping. So I do tend to have a little bit of a skipping issue in general. So that's been helping with that. And I mean, you can tell that pan size is huge. So I don't know if I'm going to finish it by the next update, but I'm pretty close, and I may actually have to repress that shadow. So Clay is my first crease shade that I typically go with. That's why that pan is so giant. I'm surprised it's not terracotta because terracotta is lighter, but I feel like terracotta is more of a summer shade for me. So I feel like I'll probably work on that more so in the in the summer. It's also a bit more tightly packed. It's not as loosely packed as Clay was, and the same with Cool Taupe. Cool Taupe is I've definitely used it, but it's a lot more tightly pressed in the pan. So that's Cool Taupe, and that is terracotta. And yeah, they're just a lot more tightly pressed in that pan than the other shadows are. Light brown I've been using in my outer corner. It's not the best outer corner shade, but I have been using it, and sometimes I go in with an additional outer corner shade, which is in my Pan Those Eyeshadows palette. So that's been working well for that. In terms of the metallics, so let's see, Almond Pearl, I have mostly been using this in my inner corner, and I have a huge pan from that. So I find that very interesting. Amethyst, I actually have it in my crease today. So it is not a shadow that I would use on my lid at all. Like, it has no like shimmer at all to it. It's more of a satin, and I just find that it works better in my crease than it does on my lid. So that's how I've been using it. And anytime I have like a burgundy look, that's the shade that I go for. Dark Mocha, that is a shade that I will typically use like on the very outer edge of on my lid. And then these other lid shades. So Rose Bronze is awful. It's really an awful shade. It really doesn't have, it's a satin. It does not have any punch. I will probably use it as a base for liquid shadows when summer rolls around, to be honest, because it's kind of boring. Light pewter is kind of similar. It's not a color that I'm wowed by at all. So there's light pewter there at the bottom. I think it's kind of meh. Medallion is a hot mess. It's a hot mess. It falls all over your face. I feel like I'm going to hit pan on it at any point. Yeah, it's almost like it's probably because it's old, but it's almost like the binder for it has disappeared. Oh gosh. Yeah, so that's that shade. Again, there's like no punch to it. There's no punch to it. And the last shade is light gold, and that's going to be another inner corner shade more than likely that I'll use in the summer. It's a little bit better, but again, these are just really boring shadows. You see, it's right there. They're bad. So the mattes are much better than the lid shades. I don't know. I kind of feel like sometimes I'm like, well, maybe I should mix these, like franken some of these lid shades, but I'm like, why should I waste another shadow with these? So I'm just using them as a base for other shadows. And that's what I've been doing. And it's working. You know, I've got other shadows in projects that I'm incorporating, and it's helping me work through some other products in my collection. So that's the benefit there. But yeah, so in terms of goals for next month, I think I would like to finish. I think I want to finish this shade. I think I want to finish Blanc. Hit pan in Canvas. Hit pan in Medallion right here. I want to hit pan in Medallion. Probably hit pan in Pewter. And I think those are going to be my goals. I am pretty sure I will be very close to finishing Pink Nude and Clay, but I think I'm gonna leave it with just those like 4 goals, and then we'll see where we are. So that is my update for Tiny Pans. Yeah, I think I'm doing pretty well with this. I mean, considering it's been 2 months, I'm pretty happy. I have started to incorporate I think during the spring, I'll probably start incorporating that palette from last year, the Modern Renaissance, because I have a pink. I wasn't able to finish this from last year, so I still have some shadows in here that I would like to finish. Like I've got Love Letter specifically right here that I think would work well in the spring. And I could probably use Golden Ochre as a crease shade, potentially. Or maybe even to set my eyeshadow. Let me see. What does that look like? No, I can't use that to set my eyeshadow. That's more of a crease shade. But Love Letter for sure. And potentially finish Cypress Umber once I've hit pan in my Pan Those Eyeshadows shadow. I can finish Cypress Umber because I am so close to finishing that. Look at that. I have that little bitty amount left. And really my goal for this palette was to finish like Venetian Red, Love Letter, and Cypress Umber, and Primavera. And I think I can finish Golden Ochre. The other shades are a little warm for my taste. And Vermeer, it looks like that pan is rusted. So I'm not going to put that on my eye. Yeah, I'm not going to put that on my eye. There's not much left in there, but even the shadow is starting to look a little bit like blacky weird. So I'm not putting that on my eye. No. But the these like really warm toned shades like raw sienna, burnt orange, and realgar. They're not my thing, so I won't be using those. But and maybe even red ochre. Like I tried using red ochre and I just don't think it's me. So golden ochre, Venetian red, love letter. If I can get those done, I will call this palette done. Because I'm not going to force myself to use shadows that I don't like. I have way more stuff that I like than to force myself to use shadows I don't like. So anyway, that is my update for tiny pans and an extra discussion on modern Renaissance. Let me know what you guys are doing for tiny pans or another pan that palette project if you guys are doing something different. Anyway, Ziggy says bye. And I am going to end this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Watch this. Oh, I shouldn't have shown you that. It does, okay. I still get blown away by that. It's perfectly clean. I love that. Love it. It's amazing. So satisfying. Yes. Ziggy decided to grace us with his presence. What are you doing? Look what I have. Hi. Hello, sir. Hello. Come here and say hi. Hello. Hi. Oh, hi. Sweet boy. I just got lipstick on you. I'm sorry. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Well, thank you for gracing us with your presence, mister. I'm so grateful. Making biscuits. Your brother's over there. There he is. What are you doing? Oh. I am making this too big of a pimple. Pimple.